When you're married to a man consumed by paranoia, life becomes terrifying. Every single time her husband left the house and came home, he would immediately force his wife to strip completely naked. Then he'd inspect every inch of her skin with a magnifying glass. She wasn't allowed to have the slightest scratch, whether from an accident or even from the cat. If he found so much as a faint mark, he treated it as proof of betrayal. And then came the belt, whipped without mercy. Domestic violence had long become routine. This went on for over a decade, and she still couldn't escape his clutches. Eventually, Carrie couldn't take it anymore. She decided to kill the monstrous man. That night, she paid a high price to find a local fisherman and asked her to find an opportunity to kill her husband while he was fishing, because his husband usually chartered his boat to fish in the middle of the sea.
Let him get drunk. Then drop him in the ocean for the sharks. In return, I will give you $10 million cash.
For her to offer that much money to have him killed, you can imagine how much abuse and humiliation she'd endured over those 10 years. Hearing the offer, John, the fisherman, didn't hesitate. He agreed on the spot. The next day, Carrie accompanied her husband to the very boat they had arranged the night before. She looked worried, unsure if the plan would go smoothly, afraid that if John failed to kill her husband, it would bring deadly consequences back on her. As the boat slowly headed out to sea, John's expression turned cold and menacing. Her husband, meanwhile, was blissfully drinking vodka, completely unaware that death was closing in. While her husband chatted, John quietly tossed chunks of raw meat off the side of the boat. Blood quickly stained the water red. Within minutes, several large sharks began circling beneath them. Having spent decades at sea, John could sense their presence instantly. And then, in the next second, the sharks struck.